Hey guys, Mick Meaney here, mickmeaney.com. I'm going to show you how to find your niche in this video. So open up a browser window, follow along, and then by the end of this you will have found your ideal niche. So why do we need to find a niche in the first place? Well, if you're trying to sell to everyone, or if your blog or your website is trying to appeal to everyone, it kind of ends up appealing to no one. So if we want to succeed on the internet, we need to niche down and know specifically who we're speaking to and know specifically what type of problems we're going to solve. Because if you think about how people are going to find your website and your offers, chances are they're going to use Google, right? They're going to search away, or they're going to click a link on social media, or they're going to be referred to you by a friend. So you have to know the conversation that's going on inside their head. And then you have to position yourself in the right place. So when they seek an answer to that problem that they're facing, boom, you're there with the help they need. That's how we do it. So you have to think of niches as needs. I think it was Eben Pagan said that niches are needs. He's right. So how do you find your niche? Well, we've really got like three big industries where there's a lot of profit. So the first one is wealth. So finance, financial information. The second one is health, weight loss, natural type diet stuff. So finance, wealth, health, and then sex is the third big one. So things like dating, information for divorcees. So if you can think of an area that you're interested in or you feel passionate about in one of these three big industries, you're a lot closer to finding your perfect niche. However, I know that not everyone is going to have a particular interest in one of those big industries. So what I want you to do is choose a hobby. Hobbies are also big money industries on the internet. So if we can combine that, so now we've got four big areas to start looking. So wealth, health, sex, and hobbies. So let's go to Google, open up your a new tab on your browser window, and what I want you to do is we're just going to go to Amazon. So Amazon, and what we're going to do is you're going to sign in. I'm going to sign into my account, and what I want you to do is have a look at the recently viewed items. So for me, here you can see it's a 3.5mm cable. Very interesting stuff, right? But have a look at your recently viewed items. Have a look at what Amazon thinks you're going to enjoy. Have a look at what it's suggesting to you, because the thing with websites is they sometimes know us better than we know ourselves. So they monitor our surfing history. They track everything we do. And okay, that can be a bit scary to some people, but it can be really useful too. So what I want you to do is have a look through everything you've purchased on Amazon. Have a look at the products you've bought. Have a look at the Kindle books you've bought. What you're doing here is a discovery phase before you narrow down into your niche. And what I want you to do is have a look at the products that you've purchased, and then make a list of the ones that fall into these big four categories. So wealth, health, sex, and hobbies. So for me, let me open up a tab, a notepad here. So Amazon has recommended a marketing book for me. So I'm Marketing could be one of my interests, which falls into the wealth industry. It also suggested an audio cable, which I've actually purchased, and that connects to it connects a microphone to a camera. So audio, so it'd be hobbies. What I want you to do is go through your purchase history and the things that Amazon suggests to you. Make a list of all the topics, and also have a look at your bookshelf. Have a look at the magazines that you read. What you're doing here is discovering ideas, potential ideas, before you really drill down and find that specific, perfect niche for you. So because I'm obviously a digital marketer, I've done this for 20 years, I'm just going to go with marketing. So let's go back to Google. And sure, we can type in marketing, and that's a big industry. So no matter which one you have chosen or you're working with at the moment, what we need to do is validate if it's a profitable idea. So we need to really drill down and get absolutely like laser targeted specific with this stuff. So I've chosen marketing, which we know is going to be a profitable niche to get involved with, but you can't just enter into marketing like the competition is just crazy high, right? So what you need to do is half the niche. So you drill down, you break it in half. So here it looks like we've got lots of different topics and ideas inside marketing. But what I want you to do is think about who it's for. So my marketing could be, well, a really simple way of halving the size of a niche to drill down, because the more specific you get, the more revenue you will make, the easier it is to compete. So you could slice it by gender. That's a really fast way of doing it. So it could be marketing for men or marketing for women. And you see a lot of these like wanna entrepreneurs, like mumpreneur and mompreneur. These kind of, it grinds on me a little bit because I don't know why. I'm not that keen on that whatever preneur. But that's a way of halving the niche. So these guys and girls, they're targeting they're providing entrepreneurial advice for a specific gender. So you could try the same thing in your market and half it that way. But then you can half it again and get more specific. The more specific you become, the easier it's going to be to generate revenue. So you could look at the situation that you're in right now, or the situation that you have come from. That could be even better. So let's say, okay, my son, he's learning how to play guitar at the moment. I used to play guitar when I was younger. So let's say you play guitar. Okay. So we have a look at the guitar niche. So you might be tempted to say, well, okay, I'm going to teach people how to play guitar, but you need to know specifically who. So you might want to break down. So guitar lessons for a good way to do niche discovery is to just type in a few words into Google and see what it generates next. So here it's going to give you other niches that you can drill down into. So guitar lessons for kids or for beginners, kids near me, for children, for beginners near me, for dummies. So what you could do is you could go for men. You could go for, well, let's go for beginners. So it's going to, if we put a space after it, after that keyword, so guitar lessons for beginners, it's going to create a list of more niches that we can drill down into. So maybe we we can go for acoustic guitar lessons. And then what we need to do, once you have an idea of the niche that you're in, then you've halved it, then you've halved it again, and you've got down to a very specific group of people who you will serve, we need to check that ads are being sold for these specific keywords. So we're going to go with guitar lessons for beginners acoustic. So here we can see that this is an ad. Someone is paying to display a link to their website at the very top of Google. The second position there, that's another ad for these keywords, and a third ad there. So this tells us that this key phrase or this niche is profitable, because if it's not profitable, people are not going to pay to advertise there, right? So let's go back to Amazon, and we're just going to validate the idea again. So if we go back to Amazon, paste in the keywords there, and what we want to see is information products being made for this niche. And here you can see that this is it looks like a DVD, and then that looks like a book maybe. So yeah, we can see that content is being produced and sold. So that means there's buyers in this niche. And a good way to see if there are real buyers is to have a look at the number of reviews. So here we've got 39 reviews for this product, 12 reviews there, 19 for that. This is another information product, 19 reviews. This is really good. So this chord and scale chart, that's got 143 reviews. The dummies guide, I mean, dummies are a whole, we could create a whole video about using the dummy guides for ideas, content ideas, which we will get to later on. But look at those 160 reviews. So there we can see that this is a lucrative niche. So we've chosen a big industry, which is guitar. We've made it for people who want to learn guitar, specifically beginners who want to learn how to play an acoustic guitar. So there we're drilling down even further. So excuse me. So we've validated that there's information products being made there, and we're going to validate things one more time. So we go back to Google, and we're going to check a website called ClickBank. We're going to go to the marketplace. What we're going to do here is validate that digital products are being sold. That's really important, because we've seen that physical products are being sold, so people can buy DVDs, they can buy books, brilliant, but we want to make sure that people are actually downloading digital content too, because going forward with the training that I'm giving you on my YouTube channel, digital products are where it's at. That's how we're going to earn the most money. So if we click on clickbank.com, here we can go to affiliate marketplace, and now we can either paste in the keywords like that and see what it brings back. We might get lucky, and we have got lucky. So there, we want to pay attention to what the product is, how much it's been sold for, and if it's selling. The way you can see if it's selling is by looking at the gravity. So pay attention to the gravity and average dollar per sale. So this one has got, it's non-applicable, so it's not, doesn't seem to be selling. The gravity is low. Same again with this one. That's harmonica, I think, and guitar lessons. It doesn't look like this one is selling because the gravity is low, but this one, the average sale is $33. The gravity is 1.05, which tells us that in the last 30 days, affiliates are making sales on this product. So that's how we validate if our niche is a lucrative one, because we know that people are advertising to are advertising in Google to get traffic to their offers. We've validated that physical products are being made and sold on Amazon. We validate that they're being sold by looking at the number of reviews. You can see if there's verified reviews as well. And then we validated it another way by checking that digital products are being sold and they're actually selling. So affiliates are promoting those products, and we've verified that. So once you've got all these pieces in place and everything's giving you a big check, that's the niche you go with. And I would encourage you to choose something that you do feel passionate about, because I know that there's a lot of... Oops, that's my coffee machine going. I apologize for the noise. Get a self-cleaning coffee machine, they said. It just interrupts my vids. So, what I'm saying. So, I've lost track of where I'm at. So, we validated that digital products are being sold and affiliates are promoting those products too. So when you've got all these pieces in place, you know it's good to go, because I know a lot of people come into this thing and they think, well, I'll just go where I know the money is. So I'll choose either weight loss or I'll choose one of the financial niches, but I don't know anything about it. That's the wrong way to do it, because if you don't know a great deal, listen, you don't have to be an expert, okay? But you do have to have at least a good understanding of the niche. You don't have to be world class or anything like that, but you have to have that passion, that interest. Why do you need that passion and interest? Because no matter what you're doing on the internet, you are going to build an audience and you're going to receive questions from people. They're going to ask you your opinion on things, and you need to have at least the basic understanding of things in your niche to be able to give them an accurate answer, an honest answer. So that's why we do it. That's why we choose a passion, so we can serve the audience better. So let's say you think, well, there's a lot of money in Forex. I'll enter into that niche. Don't know anything about Forex or stocks or any of that stuff, but hey, there's money in it, so I'll do it. What happens is you build an audience, which is pretty easy to do, right? You build an audience and then you get these questions that you can't answer. Or worse, you, instead of saying, listen guys, I don't know the answer, you turn to Google and you start Googling and you start copying and pasting bad information from untrustworthy, unreliable sources. And how would you know if they're untrustworthy or unreliable? Because you don't know the niche. So that's why we choose a passion that we have some kind of interest in. And when we do that, the people that we're connecting with, our potential customers, our audience, well, these are the people that we would naturally get along with anyway, because we have that shared interest. So it becomes less like you're trying to sell to people or you're trying to be salesy. We don't do that stuff. Instead, it feels like we're just making recommendations or providing helpful stuff to people that we would naturally become friends with anyway. And I know in my other businesses, through this approach, I've made really good friends. A lot of the customers that come into my funnel, they come in as complete strangers. But over the course of being involved in my Facebook group and on the blogs and interacting with me, I get to know them, they get to know me, and we develop this friendship. And it doesn't feel like work. And that's what I want for you too. I want you to find a niche that you wake up every day and you think, hey, I love what I do. This is a real buzz. And that's what I get every single morning. I wake up in bed and I think, I can't wait to get started. It's not work. It doesn't feel like work. And that's because I've chosen the right niche for me. Something that I feel immensely passionate about. I've done this for 20 years. Of course I feel passionate about it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. In the next vid, we might look at keyword research. So follow on from this and maybe get an idea of the type of content you could create that is going to pull traffic in. So maybe we'll look at keyword research in the next vid. For now, hit the subscribe button and that little notification bell if you found this useful, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.